Who?
Georgie Banks, your father. He used to give his nanny the slip and come into my shop here in secret.
But that can't have been the same George Banks. That would be over 40 years ago, and nobody can remember back that far.
Listen, dearie, I remember everything. I remember Georgie used to love my gingerbread. I wonder if we've got any left here today. Annie, Fanny, look lively.
Yes, Mother.
Here we are, gingerbread pieces with gingerbread stars. Georgie used to always save his stars. Now, Mary Poppins, what can I do for you?
Well, I did want an ounce of conversations.
Well, I'm out of conversations and I'm right out of words too. But let me see what we have left. Oh, I do have some letters. And a little bit of back chat. An ounce, you say? That'll be 15 letters. Go on, take your pick.
Jane, you can choose 7.
I pick a D, G, R, U, C, L, and I. They're no good.
Your turn, Michael. 7 more.
I have an A, F, E, S, T, O, and P.
And I'll choose an X. Now, what words can we make?
Well, I see dog and cat.
Rotoplex, that's 9.
Laptopheres, that's 11. Keep going.
Those don't count, you made them up.
And where do you think words came from in the first place? Somebody had to make them up.
Remember, you can use the same letters more than once. Now, let me see. Super, Cali, fragilistic, expialidocious.
But that's not a word.
Of course it's a word, and unless I'm very much mistaken, I think it's going to prove a rather useful one. When trying to express oneself, it's frankly quite absurd to leaf through lengthy lexicons to find the perfect word. A little spontaneity keeps conversation keen. You need to find a way to say precisely what you mean. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious. If you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. It can mean exactly what you want it to. When Stone Age men were chatting, simply grunting would suffice.
Though if they heard this word, they might have used it once or twice.
Would request its invention, then every single pyramid would bear this hieroglyph. Oh, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Say it in what animals would not seem so ferocious.
Add some further flourishes, it's so rococo-cocious.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. The Druids would have carved it on their mighty monolith.
The ancient Greeks, I'm certain, would have used it in their midst.
I'm sure the Roman Empire only entered the abyss because those Latin scholars never had a word like this.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
If you say it softly, the effect can be hypnosis.
Check your breath before you speak in case it's halitosis.
Yeah.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Of course, you can say it backwards, which is suilectili, exasiligarphilocrepus.
She may be tricky, but she's bloody good.
So when the cat has got your tongue, there's no need for dismay. Just summon up this word and then you've got a lot to say.
Pick out those 18 consonants and 16 vowels as well, and put them in an order that is very hard to spell.
SUPER RAGILFORAGIOCIOUS.
Smarty pants. Here we go. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Even though the sound of it is something quite atrocious, if you say it loud enough, you'll always sound precocious. Supercalifragilistic. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.